Welcome to the Phoneware Netsapiens Manager Portal training video. In this session, we'll guide you through the essential features of the Manager Portal, empowering you to manage your team's communications efficiently. From monitoring call activity to setting up users, the Manager Portal gives you all the tools you need for effective oversight. Let's get started. To access the Manager Portal, visit the correct URL provided in your welcome email or user guide. Enter your username and password and click Login. If you have forgotten your username or password, click the Forgot Login Name or Forgot Password links. If you have single sign-on authentication configured, you can log in with your Google, Apple, or Microsoft credentials. As a manager, you will first be presented with the Manager options. If you wish to access your own account, you must click your name at the top right corner and then choose My Account. Return to the Manager Portal by clicking Manage Organization. The Manager Portal dashboard gives you an at-a-glance view of your system's performance. From here, you can monitor current and historical call activity, view summaries of users and applications, and usage statistics. You also have buttons to access each management section of your phone system. Each section is designed to streamline your team's operations and help you stay on top of performance metrics. If you have a call center configured, the Call Center button will take you to the Supervisor Manager screen, where you can view the status of your queues, historical call information, current analytics, and agent statuses. Managing users is simple through the User Management section. You can edit user profile settings, view and configure their answering rules, adjust their voicemail settings, and perform advanced functions such as resetting the account for a new staff member, sending a welcome email, and resetting the user's password. Back at the user list, you can also unhide system users so that you may access the voicemail and other settings of system user accounts, such as call queues and auto attendants. You can also edit the shared contacts, which are included in all users' accounts, and change the user list interface characteristics. If your organization has multiple sites, you can also view the site settings by clicking on the Sites tab. The Auto Attendant section allows you to create or modify automated greetings and menus that guide callers to the right department or individual. Each auto attendant has an extension number that you can call internally to test. When you open an auto attendant, you can view and edit the intro greeting, which is a menu that callers are required to hear before making a choice. You can use text-to-speech to create the recording, upload a pre-recorded message, or record your own. You can also edit the main menu prompt in the same way. You can configure the function of each menu option, and you can modify the overall settings of the auto attendant. Remember to test the auto attendant by calling the extension after making any changes to ensure proper operation. In the Call Queues section, you can create and manage ring groups, hunt groups, call queues, and part queues. You can configure basic queue settings, queue options, and SMS settings if you choose to allow groups to receive text messages. Back at the list of queues, you can edit members, called agents, and also configure music on hold for the queue and delete it. Call queues also may have voicemail settings, but remember, those are set under the Users section after you unhide system users. The Timeframe section allows you to create and modify timeframes for the entire organization and for individual users who have personal timeframes configured. To access the timeframes for the organization, click on the organization name. Then, to modify a specific timeframe, click on it and modify the settings. This is where you configure your system holidays. The Music on Hold section allows you to configure music on hold for the entire organization, for specific sites if you have sites configured, for queues, and for individual users. The Music on Hold setting allows you to configure both music and messages that callers will hear while they are holding. The messages can be simply refreshers, such as, "Your call is very important, please continue to hold," or they can be promotional messages informing your callers about your organization, products, and services. You can also add an intro message, which is only heard once when callers are placed on hold, and callers are forced to hear it, such as for a disclaimer message. As with other recordings, you can use text-to-speech, upload an audio file, or make your own recording. The inventory section allows you to view and configure your inventory of telephone numbers, SMS numbers, and phone hardware. It also allows you to view and configure your emergency phone numbers and addresses for 911 purposes. The phone hardware section allows you to view all of the phone devices in your organization, their status, MAC address, model, assigned lines, and configuration status. If you click the MAC address or the settings icon to the right, it brings you to the Button Builder interface, where you can configure the button programming on a phone. You can also manage configuration templates, which can be applied to all phones in your organization. Clicking on the pencil icon to the right of a phone allows you to edit its line assignments and other features. After making any changes to the line assignments or button configurations, you can choose the Save and Resync option to push the change immediately to the phone. It's also possible for you to select all or multiple phones and perform bulk edits or mass reboot of all phones. The Call History section is a very powerful feature for system managers. They can view the history of all calls in their organization, apply filters, and export data to a CSV file immediately or via a schedule. They can also view the call quality of each call, including technical specifications. For recent calls, it's also possible to open a detailed view of all of the characteristics of the voice over IP connection. You can also see the reason for the termination of the call, as well as download or listen to the audio from the call, if call recording is set up in your organization, and also access the very powerful Cradle-to-Grave screen, which shows detailed information about every aspect of the call. Managers can also add notes to any call. Call history is essential to understanding your team's performance. If you encounter any issues while using the Manager portal, access our support resources or contact your Phoneware representative for assistance. With the Phoneware Netsapiens Manager portal, managing your team's communications has never been easier. From user management to real-time call monitoring, the portal gives you the tools to stay in control and ensure exceptional service. Thank you for joining us today. Phoneware, empowering communications management.